We have seen a lot in our few days here and what you're doing, and there is no doubt that there is a lot of momentum going on with a lot of projects going into what you're doing. We've seen Taraku Mills, we've seen the Oju Awaji Road, which is in progress at the moment. And some of these projects are projects that were started decades ago. They were once abandoned and are now being completed under your watch. What are you doing differently to make sure that the next set of projects, the ones you're resuscitating and the ones you're starting today, do not suffer the same fate of abandonment after your second tenure ends? Thank you.
Thank you so much. The senior, I mean the my it's a very tricky question. Um, Trying to answer it expressly, we need to touch on the inefficiencies of certain leadership, but I'll try to put that out from the attempt. There has to be a direction. There has to be a mission, and there has to be a vision. Benue State is 50 years old this day. And in the 50 years, we've had series of leadership that came in and out. Um, as a state, do we have a development plan, a master development plan? The answer is no, we didn't. So when people came in, they made some inroads on what they thought were meant for the people. But again, this is what the blueprint is expected to be. You do a filtering from the people you are going to serve. What are your needs, your priority needs? Do you really want this? Do you really have this as a need? Want is different from um, a need. So when you do not do a filtering, the tendency of you just simply doing the want of the people, it's in there. We had to go down to the trenches to ensure that this is what the market woman is needing at this particular time. This is what the farmers are desiring. And this is what everybody in the state truly seek to have, you know, to take us from the so-called glorified village status to the proper status of a cityship that we have where we're headquartered and then to improve our other townships and all that. So this is directly from the people. And on the number of all the projects we have done, there is some caveat to enable it to stay sustained. And if you people say the government does not have business into business, if government does not have those whose minds are hung on business, and then every little efforts made, it's going down to the drain. We have established very fresh the Benue Food Basket brewery. We had one before. If you make a statistic from the people to know why we had more beer brewery here previously during a period, it was simply because people desired it. If through that means a lot of capital flight is being um, taken out, is being made against us, against the state, against those who are supposed to be enjoying same, you would experience some problems like that. It's not that we have people who love to drink so much. It's after all, it's food. People love it. We make it from local produce, from the sorghum we produce, from the cassava we produce, from the corn we make. So if we are producing this, why are we not converting it so that we all have the rippling effect of the value chain? So this is being made, and there are a number of things that are put in place to ensure that the Zeva factory survives. We have the juice uh, factory. We also have a separate factory from the juice, the concentrate factory. All those three factories made in the last 3 years are functional and they are meant to remain as such because we continue to monitor. We have the right people to ensure that things work. Now we're also getting some partnership from the civil society out there who want to have these. Now, in the last 1 year, a bag of orange is shot from 3,500 naira to 17,500 naira as I'm speaking now. And many, many more people. So there's a lot of competition on that. So what do we do? The farmers are also going to enjoy. We have already registered all the citrus and those who have their orchards, those who different frames of farms have been registered under cooperatives. They know that this is the source of where the funds are coming for them. One, to keep their farms, two, to expand the farms, and then to keep smiling to the bank. So there is a full assurance of what they do today sustains tomorrow. And they know that we're going to be very constant. So we are business thoughtful and wise, which means we have put in guard what is going to make them stay. It's quite unfortunate that we had lost the Taraku mills, one of the very huge components to drive any economy here in the state. That arm of commerce had died because people felt it was just a common case, get your knife, cut a chunk, and then you leave. But end of the day, everybody lost in the state. Benue State was number one producer of soybeans here nationwide. So we're now trying to work our way back to the front line again. And what is that going to do to the farmers? They understand that the Taraku mills, its comeback, it's going to be a sustenance, a market sustenance on the produce they are doing on the farm. Already we've started giving farm incentives. We're giving some money to known farmers, to very big farmers, to go and then get back onto the soybean farming. We're already giving farm inputs to those who have identified themselves. Some data was already taken. So if some good guard, as we have in place now, would would be sustained as we have designed that plan, I want to believe that we're going to even to raise more companies here. The cottage industries are the ones, once they are in place here, a number of lives are going to be changed. We are even intending to have a Benue farm market even in Abuja. The road is now express. We used to do 5.5 hours from here to Abuja. Now it's even shortened. It takes under 3 hours for us to get to Abuja. So what stops us from bringing the Benue fresh farms? Oranges, yams, you name them over there. Because except if you do not plant, you harvest on this land. So these are the advantages we have. And if people are making money consistently from their produce, we're going to remain on the path we have now taken. So we did not just bring back to life the Taraku mills. It's just one factory that we have resurrected. But all the other new ones are also going to be sustained. And I'm very hopeful that as people get some money, more money, and smile to the bank, uh, they're also going to ensure that they will keep coming back to us.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Still some questions, this time from another son of the soil.
Yes, yes. Okay, without waste of time, Your Excellency, a former military governor, it is said, came to Benue and described Makudi, the state capital, as a very big village. He left. Many governors have come. Today, Makudi's status is changing to that of a big city. Thank you, Your Excellency. At the highway interchange, I witnessed many presidential visits going to IBB Square, federal establishments, prisons, sorry, correctional service. Many are within that area. The place, the traffic there was an issue, apart from adding to the beautification. We have the one in Boko. Apart from the one in Boko, the Awaji, the Ojuawaji Road, a home to a former governor, former deputy governor. We are quite impressed. How have we been able to put this in place? And what are the plans with the hope that the people of Benue State will renew the mandate which you have now and even in the next few in the next 1 year and few months of this first lab of your administration.
That's quite some loaded questions right in there. First of all, thank you for your commendations. Do me a favor after these conversations here. Give me the number of these that former governor, if he's still alive. Let me invite him back to Benue State for him to see how things have improved now. I think development is one consistent thing that must happen in our lives, like it or not. So I know we're still going to stay on that path, and more so that Benue at 50, we began um, a 30-year master plan to ensure that even after power is changed, um, the same developmental dynamics are still kept, same vision is being shared, and same mission is being embarked upon through this developmental uh, plan. So I want to believe that if people will continue to hold us and those who come after me accountable um, for the results to be given. So I want to believe that it's only one new trend to keep on. Um, these are people-driven projects. Boko underpass, for instance. You could just count a number of houses further down towards the northwest where you stood to see. I was there and I witnessed how people were being crushed by trucks, by trailers in the morning. Poor women who are selling, um, they are doing breakfast, selling their daily bread, pushing their wheelbarrows to cross the road. And then have many bikes people were also being jammed and killed there. So the memories were still on my psychic, and the only thing to do to help them was, what can we do to to minimize accidents that that part of the road and part of Boko had experienced, many years back, and even recently, shortly before we got into the stage of governance. I know Okada people who had lost their life. I'm a patron of Okada, so I understand, know what they do and where they are. So it was a common bring it to us case that we had to do this road. And to all the other ones again we have done, since these are people driven projects and they are made not just for the fun of the day, but they are fundamentally made. The roads we're doing are very different from the roads done previously and in a number of places elsewhere. The roads we're constructing are stone based roads that have a guarantee of over 30 years, that have a guarantee. In fact, I just minimized the years as per the contractors. So why do we have to spend so much on this? If I've given so much life and concentration again and traction to the road projects, not only in town here, in different parts of our suburbs, so that as we begin to build the master developmental plan of the state, if should we bring in roads in there, it's going to be not as heavy as it would have been. We have taken care of the primary health care. we have already embarked on the secondary tier of the health system. If those are done and subsequent administrations come, they will have less concentration on those because they are fundamentally and diligently done in the manner that durability is guaranteed and is visibly also felt. So that now takes the mind of someone in such a leadership now to recreate some other thing, or I mean just to revamp where there would be some good need to do this. Um, this is why what we do is purely based on that durability of the thing, a guarantee for these things. And it is left to the people now. They wanted it, we brought it, gone above and beyond to ensuring on this durability of the thing. So we push everything back to their hands. This was the mandate you gave us. There are many more things I have to do going forward in the second term. So am I a worthy servant just to keep going forward? Because when you send me, I go and you see results, and these are results that have you wow. So is it ideal that you send me again? They have already given me the answer that yes, Father, you are worth our sent, and then we're going to do this. So I'm all into their hands. But what we have on the ground is what they desire. They kept me accountable. They kept me accountable.
Thank you.
And the federal government had supplied much for us. So we were able to ensure that what we got is being felt, seen, and used by the very people who sent us.
Thank you very much, Excellency. The scene indicates that you have a very good vision of development for your people.